Hello friends, and welcome to an October reset vlog. I am very excited for this reset vlog. I'm really only gonna try to film today. This is like one of my last days off for a week and a half, I think, or like 2 weeks or something. But I have been off like the past couple of days because I went to DC and I just took off a little extra days just to catch up on some stuff, and that being like just genuine Halloween stuff, like decorating, crafting, doing my list. You know, the movie list is important. But today I'm going to focus on, for the reset, I've done my October spread already, and I want to pick some pumpkins from my pumpkin patch, which I'm dreading because it's literally like 2 million % humidity right now, and the weather's nasty, but I do like the nasty weather, but it's just so humid and hot. And what else? Oh yeah, decorating. I want to decorate my mantle in the living room, and also reading. So today, I don't know why I paused like that. It's a dramatic pause. So I've been really good about prompts and stuff, but this morning when I I did the random number generator, I got 53 in Jaws Cove. Terrifier, read or watch a book or movie out of your comfort zone. And you guys know my comfort zone is actually people's like Terrifier movies. Just not the Terrifier movie, but like, you know, I like a good Rob Zombie movie as a comfort movie to me. Like, I don't know, I feel like my horror movies are out of people's comfort zones normally. Like the Blair Witch Project, that is a comfort movie for me. So out of my comfort zone is like a rom-com or a romance. So I did pick out a Halloween romance to read, which is terrifying, but it's very short. It's by Wendy Dalrymple. I forget the name of it already. But I went with Wendy Dalrymple book because I already like this author's like horror books. So I was like, I know I like her writing, and I knew she had Halloween romance books, or a romance book on Everand, so I'm gonna listen to that. It's only 3 hours, so I'll definitely speed through it while I'm decorating. And I'm very nervous though because I don't like romance. So that is very scary, reading a romance book. And then I need to finish Helga, and I ended up, so this is a Frankenstein retelling, but I haven't rolled that prompt yet, and so I ended up doing candy corn on the cover, or colors on the cover. This has all the candy corn colors for that prompt because I did roll that prompt. So I want to finish this. I'm gonna read that romance and do some decorating, and I will check in later. Are you laying on Alex's shirt? Say yes. Just wanted to show you guys my mantle beforehand. This is how it's been. It's just a mess. And then this is the couch right underneath it. I've actually never had the couch on this side of our living room before, but I really like it over here. But yeah, it's a mess. So I'm thinking of pulling some of my more vintagey stuff. Sorry you're so shaky. I'm literally holding my whole tripod right now because it's not tall enough. But yeah, so before shot and then maybe make it vintagey. Okay, so here is the finished mantle. I feel like I always need more stuff. you know? Like, I need more vintagey stuff. But I think I made it work. I think it looks good. I just put in those masks up there. And yeah, of course I couldn't get all the way up because I'm so short. But yeah, I think it turned out good. And then I just put this guy over there. That's our heater. Of course I'll like take it off before, and we're gonna move the couch too before winter and stuff, before we turn it on. We really don't turn it on until like, I want to say like just end of December or so, before it gets, when it starts to get cold. But yeah, so as you can tell, I moved this guy. I think I can set this down here. So that pumpkin guy was in my pumpkin corner, the goofy one with the pail. But I was like, you need to be over here where people can actually see you, because I had him in the corner over there. So, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. And it's so hard to get it all in with just my, this camera stand does not want to work, or be tall enough, I guess. But yeah, I like it. Okay, so these are the pumpkins I got. Other than this one here, which has a grub in it, I got that one. I picked that one last week, but the other ones I got this morning, and there's still like 4 or 5 that are green in there. But yeah, sorry, I wasn't pointing at them. But yeah, I think I've gotten like 10 or 12 from them all together, so I think it's a good little turnout. And we haven't decorated our front yet because it's supposed to storm, but I'll show you guys that maybe later on. But I think they turned out so good. Okay, so I just got done with the Mantle, and I just finished A Spooky Kind of Love by Wendy Dalrymple. I listened to this in an hour, and it was okay. It was very cheesy, but I guess that's like a romance thing, I guess. I don't know. It just was about a haunt, which I really liked, and like a small town, and spooky kind of love. These two people knew each other in high school, and they kind of revisit each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I don't have anything to say about it. Like, oh yeah, it was spooky. I will say, like, the atmosphere was really good for how short it was, and I know that's tough to do in a shorter book, is to have good atmosphere, but it felt very atmospheric, especially with the haunt and stuff and the costumes. So I think I'm giving it 3 stars. But other than that, definitely way out of my comfort zone. I felt like I was just like, okay, like I was busy doing stuff while listening to it, but I was still like, cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just not a romance person. So yeah, it was cute. If you like really like, I almost said poppy. That's not right. Popcorn romance, I guess. I mean, they do eat popcorn in it too. I don't know. It was just like cute and fluffy, if that makes sense. I mean, look at the cover. It looks very cute and fluffy. So yeah, 3 stars. What I'm going to do next, I need to put together my 31 and 31 list, and I'm terrified to do that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm way behind on my Halloween blanket too, which I knew was going to happen, so I need to do that. But hopefully I'll be able to finish those things before I end this vlog, question mark. Just a quick entryway update. This is where I'm at with one spider. And I still got her up too. I don't know if I'm gonna keep her up. I feel like I have to. Like, she's just been up there forever. But yeah, I'm doing this bad.
I will be with you until the end.
Okay, so it has been a couple of hours, but I have finished kind of what I wanted today. I finished Helga, which is exciting. I still have my bookmark in it. So I don't know if I talked about it here yet, but it reminded me of Poor Things a bit, but definitely YA. Poor Things, like a PG Poor Things. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think if you're a Frankenstein fan, I think you would like this, especially if you like YA horror. You would like this. My only thing is that I didn't really like the introduction of like a computer or like some, I don't know. So she has like a cog, which is like a computer. I didn't like that aspect of it. I don't know. And then there's like this whole class situation, which I actually found really interesting too, because I feel like that's in like the OG Frankenstein, but it's just like not explored that much. I also felt like the stakes in this weren't super high. So yeah, I think I'm giving it 3 stars or 3.5 stars. There is stuff I liked about it, but overall, it didn't like blow me away or anything. But I think if you like Frankenstein and you enjoy YA horror sci-fi, you would enjoy this one. And that was for my candy corn prompt. And then I started working on my blanket, but I was like, let me do a roll beforehand. Well, I did watch a Treehouse of Horror episode while I ate lunch, but that doesn't count for anything. So you guys won't believe what prompt I rolled for or generated. So I have it here on my phone still, so you guys believe me. I got 58, which is, drum roll, my prompts. Read or watch a Katrina prompt, and definitely not watching, or definitely not reading a book for that, because I've already read those books. But I am rewatching House of a Thousand Corpses. Is it possibly the 3rd time this year I watched that movie? Yes. I'm now kind of second guessing. I was like, I probably should have done Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but I feel like people would be more apt to watch House of a Thousand Corpses rather than Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, because they might feel like they have to watch the first one. So that's why I picked it. But, I mean, Bill Moseley is in House of a Thousand Corpses as well, so I'm okay rewatching it. So I rewatched that and I worked on my blanket. I think I am only 5 rows behind, 5 or 7 rows behind my blanket. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited for it to be done. And I was kind of thinking about it too, like with my book blanket and everything, like that started to feel kind of like a burden a bit. This hasn't felt like a burden because I'm only doing like 1 row a day, or I'm supposed to only be doing 1 row a day. And I haven't fallen that far behind on it. But it's also like relaxing, and I like look forward to doing my row or my rows if I'm behind, and like watching a movie or something. So I think this would be perfect to work on kind of the rest of the day, or catch up on watching House of a Thousand Corpses. I have about an hour left, I think. Yeah. So I've also already noticed something in the first 30 minutes of my rewatch that, so the actor that plays Spaulding in it, there's like this conversation he has at the beginning about like sci-fi, and he's like kind of poo-poos sci-fi and like how westerns are better, but I think that's just so funny because that actor's in Planet Terror, which is a sci-fi horror movie that I watched recently for the first time, and it was like just bonkers insane. And I thought that was really funny that they were like, oh, I like sci-fi actually, and he's like, sci-fi is stupid. And I'm like, you were in like a cult classic sci-fi movie. But yeah, that's just something I picked up. Hopefully I'll pick out other stuff. I usually do when I do my rewatch of it. Yeah, so let me know what you guys have been reading, doing, decorating, watching, all the fun spooky stuff for Halloween-a-thon. And I hope you guys have a spooky day. Bye.